Hi everybody, it's Margie from Bumbles and Fairy Tales, and I'm here with my first book confessions. The topic I'd like to talk about this week is blogging and booktubing. I wanted to say blogging versus booktubing, but that's not my opinion. I'm in the process of trying to do both and combining the both. So I want to talk about the benefits and a few downfalls of trying to do both of them. Recently, I had someone comment on my blog, and then before I can even respond to that, they so kindly emailed me sharing their opinion as to what is best for me and my blog. They had pointed out that they noticed that most recently I have been doing a lot of videos and putting them on my blog, and they thought that as a blogger who is slowly getting better at what she's doing, I should stick with just book blogging and not do the booktubing. I wasn't sure if she meant that she doesn't like to see me and hear me and my voice and of course my noisy bird in the background, but she was very adamant on how you're either a book blogger or a booktuber, and even being a book blogger, you have to decide what kind of a book blogger you want to be. So she was pretty set in her opinion. My opinion is that you can do whatever you want. End of story. If you're a book blogger and you like to just do reviews and that's it, good for you. I mean, that is a lot of reading, and for every day to be posting a review 4, 5, 6 times a week, that is amazing. I don't read that fast, so I try to put up at least 2 to 4 reviews every week. I do procrastinate on my reviews because I really like to think and dwell, because sometimes when I finish a book, I think it's a 5-star book, but then after a little thought and time, it turns out it was only like a 4 or 3-star book. So that's why I don't put as many reviews up at the same time. Also, there are some book bloggers that do only cut and paste kind of posts, which is mostly like memes, like for example, and not to pinpoint or anything, but there are a lot of people that just do book tours and cover reveals and in my mailboxes and stuff, and they don't put anything else there or much thought into it. And I feel that you can be successful in a blog like that, but you have to have your own personal touch to it. I myself just went through that. I try to keep a balance of reviews and cut and paste kind of posts. And for December, December is a busy time for all of us with the holidays and so forth. And my kids got sick. They were sick for quite a while. One of them even ended up in the ER for a little bit. And I didn't want to neglect my blog. I know it's the last thing that I should be thinking about, and I did devote and do everything I had to do for my family. But when you're going through things, you still need that little hideaway place where you need to go and relax. And even though I didn't have time to read and review, I still looked for books that I wanted people to know about, books that I knew I was passionate about. So I did do a lot of tours and cover reveals and excerpts and booklets and so on. And I try to put some personality into it. I didn't just cut and paste. I wanted to let you know why. I wanted to show off this book, what I thought of the cover reveal, what I thought of the expert. I did try to add my own personal touch, so it wasn't so much as just cut and paste, here you go, not just advertising. So I think if you really put personality into your posts, it doesn't matter what you post. People are going to come by and see what you like, what you're into, especially if they have things in common and they like you a lot. Because, I'm guilty of it. I do go through it sometimes. In December, I think out of 20 or 22 posts, only 3 or 4 were actual reviews. Everything else was a cover reveal or something like that. I do have 2 memes that I like to do on a weekly basis, and it's gotten to the point where people expect it from me. If I don't put my what I usually participate of, they email me asking, everything okay? Why didn't you put what you were looking for? What are you waiting on this week? Or what are you reading on Friday Reads? Why isn't it up? So bad things in regard to blogging, in my experience, is in the past I used to get a little burnt out. And in the beginning I was so stressed out over having quality content on my blog and having something on my blog every day. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to stress. It's not a job, but being passionate, I know you want to keep up with it and do your best, and I feel the pressures of it too sometimes, and you can't help but compare yourself with others and so on. And it's really important to just concentrate on what you want to concentrate, do what you want to do, and not feel those pressures and get burnt out to the point where you want to quit. If you do need to take a break, it's totally okay. I have found that book bloggers and book people in general are very, very loyal, and they will, wait and look forward to the next time that you post anything and welcome back and so on. So don't feel like you need to constantly be doing something and that it has to always be of top-notch quality. Just do what you have to do to get through the day. Sometimes that's all you can do. That's totally fine, and people will be forgiving if it's that bad. Also, in blogging, make sure you use your spell check. You and you are. We should all know that by now, being book people. Keep it simple, keep it to the point, link carefully. You don't know how many times I've linked on something and have landed on something totally, totally not related to the book or the post that's up. Obviously, no plagiarizing. We've all heard that speech. And also, always give credit, especially when you're doing, any memes or anything like that. Make sure you link back to them and give credit to the person who created it. So now in Booktubing, you get to see the person's pretty face and get to experience their personality firsthand, which I totally, totally love. You get to hear their voice, their accents, learn where they're from, and see their style, and just know how much they love doing what they're doing and what they're talking about. The interaction is unbelievable, especially if you have the chance to do a live chat or any type of chat with others from around the country and all over the world. It's just so memorable and so fun and exciting. It's definitely something worthwhile and trying. Also, videotaping yourself is so much easier to express yourself. There's only so much that you can type and try to put out into the world. Doing a video and talking about it, you can really, really get your point across a lot easier. Plus, I feel that adding videos to your blog posts, it just enhances everything, because now, they've been reading your posts and now they can get that extra enhancement to it. Whenever I add a video to a post, I know some people don't want to watch a video, so I try to summarize everything down below and add my links and stuff like that. A lot of people that are going on blogs are going specifically just to read. They don't want to watch a video or anything like that and waste time on that. So always try to summarize what you're talking about in your video down below, above, put an intro and links below. I also just found out that on YouTube you can post your videos. I did not know that. I haven't tried it yet. I heard that it's temperamental. Sometimes it posts exactly when you want it to. Sometimes it posts later on in the day. It's a little sporadic right now, but the option is still there. So if you really want to video something and put it out there, you do have the option of pre-scheduling it. So some cons on videotaping. Obviously, you have to be careful with what you say. Please edit carefully. Try not to go off on tangents. Like I said, I have major downfall on that. So I do tend to ramble and go off on certain things, and somehow, some way, I'm able to circle back to what I was originally talking about. But if your videos are too long, people frown upon that and they don't want to watch the whole thing. So try to get to your point and try to get to it quickly. Try not to video under the influence. Does not look cool. Also, try to be presentable. You know, we don't want no naked people. I haven't experienced that, but I have heard of people doing things shirtless or bradless. You know, just try to look somewhat presentable, you know. The last thing for booktubing while videoing, and I am a major fail at this, but it is background noise. You probably heard early in the video my dishwasher was going, and I didn't want to wait until it was done, and I think it finished somewhere halfway through this video. I do have a parrot. You've probably heard him a couple of times already. I can't control that, so I always put a disclaimer somewhere that you may hear loud parrot chirping, squawking. That's basically it. These are my sole opinions, and I hope you can respect them, and I am really, really looking forward to hearing what you have to think, what you have to say, what you think, your suggestions, your opinions. Please feel comfortable to just leave a comment below, leave a video response if you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Please leave your opinions down below. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to, you know, interact as much as possible. If I get enough comments or questions and video responses, maybe I'll do like follow-up videos to my discussions. I'll try to combine them somehow, some way. I'll figure it out, but I can't wait to see and hear what you guys think. So thanks so much for being here with me for the first time, guys. Have fun with books.